Hello everyone, and in today's video we're talking about the possible severe weather outbreak about Tuesday into Wednesday for parts of the south and even reaching up into the plains and Midwest. But before we can get into this video, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel if you do like daily weather forecasts, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family that might be in the path of this severe weather or even like daily weather forecasts. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So right now we're looking at kind of my forecast of what I think that Storm Prediction Center might issue. They might not issue this, but I do think they're going to issue at least an enhanced risk for severe weather for this type of orange area. This is where you're expecting most of the most worst severe weather anyways in that kind of orange area. And then you have a more slight risk of severe weather issued for parts of Missouri, Arkansas, pretty much in that whole yellow area there. That's a slight risk of severe weather. You do have a more low risk than an enhanced risk, but you still do have that risk for severe weather. And then you do have your marginal risk for severe weather in the green risk right there. That's where you're expecting isolated severe thunderstorms. Not really anything too severe, but you do have that severe weather risk still in place. We can go ahead and look at the actual Storm Prediction Center forecast. So here's the actual Storm Prediction Center forecast for Tuesday. They have issued a slight risk for severe weather in that yellow area right there. For parts of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Missouri, even reaching into Kansas. That's where you're going to see most of the severe weather for Tuesday. Also, that marginal risk of severe weather. We were expecting isolated thunderstorms, isolated severe thunderstorms in that area. And then you have your general thunderstorm risk area in the light green. That's where you're expecting general thunderstorm development, but not anything severe is expected for that area, of course. You can look the probabilistic. We don't have this separate tornado risk, hail risk, or wind risk yet, but we do have for each risk they have issued a significant risk for severe weather. Well, actually a significant risk for all of the modes of severe weather: tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. Right in that area, that's where the hatched risk is. That's pretty much saying you can see EF2 to EF5 tornadoes in that area. You can see up to 2 inches plus sized hail and up to 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and even sustained winds that high in that area. And then you do have your 50% chance, which is about up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts within the storms. Maybe a couple tornadoes are possible, about 1 or 2 in that area. And then you have about up to 2 inches of hail, about up to 2 inches in that area. Then you have your greener risk, which is a 5% risk. Not any tornadoes are really expected for these types of areas of the 5% risk, but they are still possible for that area, of course. Up to golf ball sized hail usually, and up to 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts usually with those storms in that 5% risk area. You can go ahead and look at future radar right now to see how these storms are going to develop and where they're going to develop. Alright, so right now we're looking at the future simulated radar right now. This is for about midday of Tuesday. You can move forward here to getting into the early afternoon hours. You're starting to see a couple of cells develop over here by this low pressure. Just developed right there. Looks like it's some are developing off the dry line, some are not. The dry line is about this area, so definitely some of these are developing off that dry line there. From this cold front that's gonna dip north, south of that area. And then you still have this widespread storms developing now in the mid-afternoon hours. Getting into the late afternoon hours, you're really seeing those storms start to really blast kind of a southeasterly direction in that kind of area. And you do have that low at the bottom of these storms. These are going to form into a line starting even over here, and then these are going to be both lines are going to connect, and these are going to blast southeast at about that line there that I just showed you. and then you can look at the more updated model, and look at this. You can move forward here, and then you're really starting to see these lines start to come together about reaching about that long, which is very long, a very long squall line you're seeing here, and that moves into the southeast right there, getting into Wednesday, early morning hours of Wednesday. Scroll up here, you're still seeing that line of severe storms moving through. There's probably going to be a slight risk of severe weather for about that type of area for Wednesday. Even getting into the afternoon hours of Wednesday and late afternoon hours, you're still seeing the line of storms moving through. And yeah, that's about as far as we can go for the kind of the so we can go back to the GFS model here, and let's go to the radar. You're still seeing this line of storms moving through. Wednesday, you're getting into about early morning hours or overnight hours of Wednesday, about midnight. You're still seeing some storms over here on the East Coast. You have to watch out for that area since it looks quite strong from the yellows and oranges and reds there, and then it kind of goes into the Atlantic Ocean there. You could see a bit of rainfall for the northeast, actually, possibly some flash flooding there. If you did enjoy this video, I would ask you to subscribe to the channel if you do like daily weather forecasts, and make sure to share this video with any friends or family. But anyways, stay safe.